Hey there, West Michigan meteorologist Michael Behrens here with you. Thanks for watching 13 Plus. It's been another warm day across West Michigan. Not quite as toasty as things were the past couple of days, but still decently into the 80s and above average for this time of the year. What held the temperatures back, though, a little bit of cloud cover that came in this evening. In fact, take a look at this picture from Holland. You can see those clouds overhead as the sun started to go down. Still a beautiful view, though. Thanks to Linda for sending us this picture. They're looking out over the water. Elsewhere across the region, though, the sun was still out. A hazy, smoky sunset over in Charlevoix, thanks to Tammy for sending us this picture. Of course, we always love to share your photos here at 13 on your side. You can send them to me on social media. Meteorologist Michael Behrens on Facebook and at Mike Behrens WX on Twitter and on Instagram. When it came to those temperatures again, it was toasty out there. 85 in Grand Rapids, 88 Holland. We did crack the 90 mark in Muskegon this afternoon and a high of 87 in Fremont, average again in the low 80s. The temperature today in Grand Rapids, 85, was within 1 degree of our forecast of 86. That brings our 3-degree guarantee streak now to 9 days in a row with just 2 misses in the last month of forecasting. When it comes to tomorrow, temperatures do go down some, but not significantly so. That's why 13 weather ball will be lit up in green as no real changes foreseen. View of that 13 weather ball is sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Just past 10 o'clock, temperatures were still in the 70s for all of West Michigan with a little bit of humidity outside. Winds had been backing down throughout the evening, falling now to around 3 to 8 miles per hour. They'll continue to stay relatively calm through the overnight hours with winds going near zero overnight as temperatures stay in the 60s. Partly to mostly cloudy skies expected overnight with more clouds tomorrow and temperatures that only make it into the low 80s as a result of that extra cloud cover. We could also see an isolated shower as we head throughout the day tomorrow. Most of the rain stays on the east side of the state, but can't completely rule out a stray shower somewhere in West Michigan. The heat comes back, though, as any chance for rain dries up on Saturday except for an afternoon pop-up. We'll see temperatures get back close to 90 with a high of 88 for Saturday afternoon. 10 o'clock on Thursday, radar was quiet. Big picture showed the rain that's going to move near us for the weekend. It's now pushing into Ohio. It's going to be lifting up just toward our east as we head through the next 24 hours. Again, that does bring us that small chance for rain tomorrow. Hour by hour forecast here shows the cloud cover pushing in off that moisture to the east. Most of the rain, again, is just going to stay on the east side of the state, but the chance for a stray shower to spin somewhere into West Michigan will be a possibility. I think the best chances are going to stay places like Ionia County, Berry County, all the way down through Calhoun County. They have the best chance of seeing a stray shower come through. All of us can't totally rule it out, but again, most of us will stay dry. As we work our way into the weekend, that rain chance dissipates. We're back to dry weather on Saturday. Partly cloudy skies, heat-driven afternoon pop-up can't be ruled out, but as we've seen most days this week, it's not a chance that we're really expecting either. Mostly this will just be some pop-up cloud cover throughout Saturday evening before temperatures cool into the overnight. Our best chance for rain, that's not going to come until we head towards Sunday. Showers and storms out toward the west. Sunday morning push into West Michigan as we go throughout the day, and we'll have a scattered chance for a shower or storm throughout the day on Sunday. This is going to continue into the day on Monday before wrapping up on Tuesday. And of course, at this point, any rain we can get sorely going to be needed. Taking a look at temperatures for your Friday, like we said, a bit cooler than today. We'll be in the 70s and low 80s on the lakeshore. Lakeshore lowest chance for rain tomorrow. We'll see again that isolated chance once you get inland. Low 80s for our northern zones with more low 80s from Grand Rapids down to Kalamazoo. 70s over toward Hastings and Battle Creek. 13 on your side, 10-day outlook. Temperatures back up into the upper 80s this weekend. The showers and storms Sunday and Monday will cool temperatures down. In fact, a high of just 73 arrives by Monday. We'll climb back through the 80s heading through next week with more chances for some showers and storms as humidity builds in near the end of the forecast.
The 13 on your side beach and boating forecast, sponsored by AAC Credit Union.
And now it's time for your beach and boating forecast. Should be great conditions over at the lakeshore tomorrow. We're only expecting waves of a foot or less all across the West Michigan lakeshore. The best chance for sun will be places like Whitehall, Pentwater, and Manistee, where you get further away from those isolated rain chances. More clouds as you head further to the south, and of course that small isolated shower chance as you get in toward Holland, South Haven, and St. Joseph. Though most of that rain chance does stay away from the water. Water temperatures continue to improve. 60s now as of Thursday, making their way all the way up toward Holland. Areas north of there mostly in the 50s, except Duck Lake, which had some warm water Thursday, reading a temperature of 62. And it's not just here in West Michigan where we're seeing some hot days in the forecast. In fact, dangerous record heat is impacting millions of Americans across Texas and the surrounding states in the south. This extremely hot weather is also putting a big demand on Texas's power grid. ABC News' Melissa Adon shows us efforts to reduce their power demand.
Triple-digit temperatures are scorching Texas, with several cities clocking in at more than 110 degrees. Residents in the Lone Star State expected to bake a while longer as the heat index reached over 120 degrees. In Houston, officials say more than 100 heat-related emergency calls have been received since the weekend. Doctors say signs of heat-related illness include heavy sweating, muscle cramps, dizziness, and nausea. Families trying to cool down are creating huge demand on Texas electric grid. ERCOT, the electric utility company, is asking residents to voluntarily reduce energy consumption.
We don't want to end up without electricity for too long.
This type of heat is not new to Texas or Oklahoma, but it is showing up earlier. Scientific data finding that the extreme heat scorching Texas was made 5 times more likely due to the human effects of climate change. Dangerous weather is hitting other parts of the South. In North Carolina, water rescues underway after storms caused flooding in the region.
This is what was left behind after the water rose up and washed out what was right underneath the roadway.
Hail and heavy rain also hitting parts of Louisiana, and flood alerts are forecast from Virginia to Florida. The CDC reminds those coping with the heat to drink plenty of water, limit your time outdoors, and also wear loose-fitting clothing. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
One of the best ways to beat the heat is to hit the pool for a swim, but that unfortunately comes with some dangers, especially for younger children. So that's what makes now a crucial time to talk about water safety. The American Academy of Pediatrics reports about 70% of U.S. drowning deaths in children 15 and under happen between May and August, and most drownings in children ages 1 to 4 happen in home swimming pools. Experts say drownings happen in a matter of seconds, and we need to take life-saving action just as quickly. Sydney Stallworth from our sister station KSDK has the story.
Go deep, because getting enough blood flow requires that you really push hard.
A day at the pool can quickly turn deadly. Lisa McMullen, the president and co-founder of the Swim On Foundation in St. Louis, knows that firsthand. Swim On stands for Safer Waters in memory of Nicholas, her son, who drowned and passed away at just 22 months old.
Many years later, we learned that drowning is the leading cause of death for children 1 to 4, second leading cause of accidental death for kids 5 to 9, and we were horrified.
So they started the foundation in 2019.
We don't want any other family to go through what we went through.
Water safety is top of mind for Lisa's daughter and grandkids at the family pool.
Most drownings for young kids are in residential pools. I think it's 70% is the number.
But a few steps could save a life. Lisa uses the acronym SAFER.
The S stands for swim lessons, which can reduce drowning by 88%. A is for adult supervision. F is for fences and barriers. E is for emergency response. And then R is for the regulation flotation. The little armbands that inflate are not, you can't count on those.
There's a lot to know.
Drowning is silent and it is fast, 20 to 60 seconds.
So the clock is ticking. If you can't find your child at home, always check the pool first. And if the worst happens,
Do it.
start CPR and don't hesitate. Lisa's grandkids already know the steps. I wanted to learn.
It's to the tune of Staying Alive, or there's a whole Spotify list of songs you can do it to. That's good. Very good.
Finally tonight, summertime favorite is returning to the lakeshore. That's Movies on Deck. They're back for the 17th season on the top deck of LST 393 in Muskegon. The Friday Film Summer Series kicks off at sunset tomorrow, and that will kick off with the original Top Gun. Other movies this summer include Guardians of the Galaxy and The Blues Brothers. As always, Movies on Deck is free to attend, although donations help support the ship's restoration and the Veterans Museum. And of course, now that you're up to date with the latest forecast here around West Michigan and some weather-related stories, you can always find more online at 13onyourside.com or by downloading the 13 on Your Side news and weather apps. For now, though, thanks for watching 13 Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens.